Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Fancy, and welcome to a ship review. Now today, we're going to be taking a look around the Anvil Hawk. Now this is the first dedicated bounty hunting ship that I've done a review on so far. There is the Avenger with the little prison cells in the back, but this is the first one that is pretty much dedicated to that physical role. Right, so let's get started. When I first saw the ship, and when I was standing here, I thought, try to find the best angle where to look at this thing. You sort of stand here. Yeah, it looks weird, doesn't it? It's almost like origami gone wrong, isn't it? It looks like it's really difficult to make the thing out. Interesting ship design, and it has some really weird animations and entry points as well. So let's just take a look around, see what we got. First off, it's got glass. You don't really notice it from the inside because obviously you're looking out and it's clear, so not noticeable at all. This little bit here is where your feet are, so you can actually see below you, which is a really good thing if you're bounty hunting somewhere, flying around. Then it gives you the ability to look down by your feet if you're looking for a person. Let's have a look around, see what we got. Quite a few weapons in this. All around the place. All these are animated as well, but we'll have a look at that in a sec. You've got guns here. So if we move back as well, you can see them at the top there. Only a small size, not massive by any means. It's got these weird folding out wings as well. They do angle really far down. That's why they don't really stick out straight. They actually point, well, I'm going to say towards the floor. I guess one thing with this ship, you will be able to put it in larger ships because the wings do fold down. Nice little lights. It's got lights in there as well. Yeah, lights in there. The animation points on this thing is just crazy. I mean, from every point, from getting in just to the wings. What I did notice with this part here, this is where you put the person you've captured. This also does double up as a bed. We're going to have a look at that in a second. So basically you capture someone, taser them however you do it, shove them in the back here, and then you go and collect your bounty. One thing I did notice, look at these engines, look, quite close, aren't they, to the side. So basically what happens is the time you get there, you end up giving over cooked human. Literally, it's like an oven, isn't it? Because that is exceptionally close, isn't it? You would have thought there would have been something around that engine just to stop. Warming up the side of the ship, I guess. See, they've put lights in all these little places as well. Makes a big difference. Really breaks up the ship. Very, very animated landing legs, aren't they? How many does it have? I think it's got 3, isn't it? Yeah, one over there, one there, and then this weird claw one. Look on this side because it's the bright side. It's really hard to make out when you look at it, isn't it? I suppose the plus side is it will blend into the train quite well. The other thing I did notice as well, if you notice this little green light here, and on this side you get a red one. That normally means is when you're flying in somewhere, gives you the side you should be flying in at. That is a little bit odd. Why do I say that? None of the other ships have got that. I think actually there is one other ship that's got it. Apparently on this ship it's a thing. That is almost like a claw leg as well, isn't it? Weapons on here. On these crazy things. Let's go and take a look at this little prison cell at the back here. So let's open it first of all. We'll get in this view, let's have a look. There we are, we're in. Now if you're claustrophobic, you're not going to like this. It is very, very tight. Couldn't imagine picking someone up and a bounty and they'd be in here for like 20 minutes. Pretty brutal, isn't it? Can look around a bit. You can save here as well. There's a save option. Look, log out. Or exit prison cell. So if you're doing some long distance bounty hunting, that's an option with this ship. It is a little bit odd. I'm not sure what's going to happen if it's a player and they're in it. And then you... I suppose, of course, you can't log out because they're in it, aren't they? So it sort of makes sense. So as it prevents that happening, doesn't it? You going to bed while someone's in the sleeping compartment. That doesn't really tell us how the Avengers going to do it with the 6 little locker rooms. What happens if they log out with like real people in it? I'm sure they're flushed out later on. Just going to take a look at the front. We'll jump in the cockpit as well. Like I said, the front's really weird. I don't know if you saw that. We'll do that again. See the bottom bit as well moves. If we do it one more time. Really odd, isn't it? It's like the open exterior. I'm not really sure what opened there. Well, I can see what's opened. It's not like it's put a ladder down or anything. What I mean is I'm not really sure why they've given you the ability to open exterior when it just doesn't add anything at all. It just changes an animation state. Here we are inside. So far, some pretty cool animations, eh? There's that hole down the bottom there. You're not as far forward as you would have thought. I'm not quite sure how usable that's really going to be. That far forward. It's almost like the chair needs to be moved forward. View's okay, you do have the beams. Upwards fantastic. That way's pretty decent. You do get the sense that this ship's been designed for tracking players because all the screens are in your field of view, aren't they? This is me let go right now and you can see all the screens. It's not like we're like this, is it? And it has this little projection thing that projects the center map, even though it's clipping a little bit. Buttons around there. All that little computer thing there. The only thing I don't like about this ship, and I'm not joking, I've done it by mistake already. And that is, watch this. I'm not going to do it. Quick, get out of the ship. Do you see what's the issue there? It's so close. It's like, that could happen. Don't get me wrong, you can keybind it. That's just too close for me. Look at the animation change. So I've got this much here, but if I move back a little bit more, look, eject. If you eject, you more than likely will survive on a planet where it's got lower atmosphere because gravity be a lot lower. I know because I've done it. I went like this to get out the ship and I pressed eject, ejected out the top. I landed, healed myself, and at that point you can't get back in because the seat is ejected with the ship. Yeah, don't like that. Rather have like eject on that green button, wouldn't you? It's just too close. If they repaired, maybe made it so when you hover on that, like I said, you just get this little square here. It's the whole line as well, look, the whole way across, look. Yep, so let's take off and see what it's like.
Weapons offline.
Bit of a delay there, wasn't there?
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Let's take a look at these crazy animations it's got. Let's try it from this angle first of all. Move a little bit further out, see what it looks like. God, there must have been a logistic nightmare making this ship, wasn't it, with all them animations. Look at the way the legs fold in, look. Let's try it from another angle. You can see the weapon arms move as well. Like Transformers, isn't it? What's the profile of the ship look like now? It does look better now, I suppose, doesn't it? It looks more like a... I mean, from that angle, yeah, I mean, it definitely looks a little bit more identifiable now, doesn't it? Before, debatable it was even a ship, it just looked weird, didn't it? Let's have a look at this angle. Just want to check out them landing legs as well, because they are pretty serious. Just wonder if we can... Landing
gear deployed. Landing gear raised.
Pretty decent, isn't it? Must have been absolute nightmare making these animations. You have to have a bit of a creative mind to create something like this one, don't you? I mean, you can critique it for its very weird cockpit placement, because you are quite far back. If you look where you're sitting, you're probably in the not quite in the centre wing. In a perfect world, you would probably be towards the front of the wingtip, so you can see over the wing. Let's have a look what that's like inside. I don't think it's going to affect it. No, you can't see the wing anyway, can you, because of this bit. Now you can see below you as well. So if you're looking for someone down on the floor, or they're hiding in a little cubby hole, you can use this as well. Saves you flying sideways. What about handling? Well, the handling ship's actually okay. There is a little bit of left and right drift. The top speed is 1,235, so it is pretty nippy. It does get up to that speed quite well. It's not too bad. Turning's not too bad. No major issues with this one, I would say. What we really need to know with this ship is how the mechanics going to work. That's the big one with this one. But overall, striking ship, way out there design. I suppose if you're going to be doing high bounties, people with big bounties on their head, you want to go and collect it. This is a perfect little bounty starter ship, I should imagine. And I suppose the next step would probably be the Avenger, wouldn't it? Because you can carry 6 people in the Avenger, you can only carry 1 in this one. Overall, pretty awesome ship. I must admit the design is absolutely out there. The animations look absolutely fantastic. Let me know in the comments if you've got one of these ships and what you plan to do with it inside of Star Citizen. I also like to say thank you very much to RSI Taken for letting me using his ship today to do the review, and he also lent me the last one as well, so thank you very much. And also thanks to all my patrons for supporting me. Even when the content is low, I really appreciate it. That's it for me. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye now.